up Mormonism at 19 years old, and for a long time, I thought I had to leave God too. With the Secret Life of Mormon Wives being back, I wanted to talk about it. Growing up Mormon, you were told that the Mormon church is the only true church on earth, and I honestly believed that for years. So when I stopped being Mormon, it felt like I had to cut myself from the only God I had ever known. And honestly, it was really, really hard. The first year of leaving the church, I honestly considered myself an atheist. I feel like I had to restart my entire moral compass, and I just didn't really know where to start. I remember in college, the first question I would ask people is if they were Mormon or not. And I didn't really think that was weird until I went out to New York City and had a conversation with one of my best friend's uncles. He said, "Why does it matter what someone's religion is? Why is that the first question you ask?" And I thought to myself, well, that's how I know if I want to talk with them or not. Because if they're not Mormon, then why would we have a conversation together? And that was the beginning of the can of worms, I guess is what you could call it. I didn't really leave in one moment. It took a lot of time. If you didn't follow the rules in Utah, you kind of get outcasted. I remember when I stopped going to church, I lost a lot of my friends. So now to the positive stuff, how I rebuilt my faith. Like I said, I went atheist for a little while. I didn't know what kind of God I could believe in. And then when I moved to Newport Beach, California 5 years ago, I started going to church again. And I found this really amazing Christian church called Mariners. And I immediately felt at home. I didn't feel judged or ostracized. They didn't ask how long I had been practicing. And I didn't feel like I had a bunch of expectations. They just wanted me to feel included. I also realized that my relationship with God was actually a lot more personal than I thought it was. I went to a couple of spiritual festivals and I just started diving into this almost spiritual religion. Honestly, to this day, I don't really like saying that I belong to a certain religion, although I do consider myself Christian. I'd rather say that I have a very spiritual relationship with God and that he's my best friend. I actually just found out about this practice called Christian mysticism, and I absolutely love everything that it stands for. I can totally do a separate video about that. It has taken me 10 years to get where I am. And over that 10 years, I have learned to trust God again. I've learned to trust myself again, and I've learned how to be connected with him again. So if you are in the middle of a faith crisis, or if you grew up Mormon and you're now leaving, or you're not really sure what you believe, just know that it takes time and it might be a little bit painful, but at the end, you will come out more resilient, more sure of yourself, and a better person overall. I think faith is a really beautiful thing and something that I definitely need in my life, but I really don't judge on what a person believes. If you are Mormon, or if you're not, or if you're Catholic, or if you're Jewish, or whatever you might believe, if you're atheist, you do you. In my next video, I'm going to talk about what it was like growing up Mormon. The good, the not so good, the in-betweens. But I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.